All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest episode of Ugo Gaming. I am Ugo, your host, and today we're going to cover the taking of the Heiron of Steel. I might be saying that wrong, English as a second language, perdóname por favor. But yeah, we're going to cover it and see how it goes. So if you like videos where we go over, Rise of Kingdoms, mobile gaming, or just life in general, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and also share and show this Colombian some love. So let's get started. Let's get this party started, ladies and gentlemen. Rise of Kingdoms. All right, one of the best quotes of the game. Everybody is happy and satisfied. There is no war. Not for very long, my friends. And boom, there we go. The march should be already at his city. Now, I had the inside scoop that this was going to be an archer rally. So Ethel was sitting there with as many archers as I could fit into a single march. So right there, almost full. And you can see here, he's got Edward and Tamaris. I am very jealous. Our account is not old enough to have gone through that MG or wheel. So right there, looks like most people have matching units. You always want to check that. Archer, the last couple Archer as well. Oh, somebody sent T4 archers. I don't know if that will be a factor, but you might get kicked out if you send T4s and they were expecting T5s. So let's see here, 2 million mobilizing, just 3 minutes left. M8, by the way, shout out to M8, the top alliance in our kingdom. M8 already has the technology to lower the rally time by a minute. So instead of the typical 5 minutes, it's down to 4. And that comes in pretty handy, especially when it comes to events like this. By also doing forts or anything like that, it's very, very handy to have those, to the saving of time by a whole minute. I mean, that could make difference between winning or not. So we have the Heiron, or Heiron? No, Heiron. I'm double guessing this now. We have the Heiron surrounded. Most of the time, you don't want to actually swarm these events because of the AoE that they typically have. So looks like we scouted. Let's look at what it is, and boom, infantry. Because it is infantry, you want to make sure that you are not attacking with cavalry. There might be a lot more losses if you do that. I vaguely remember having a really hard time with some of these in KVK 1. It's been a minute. So anyways, Mr. Vu, I think the W is silent in this case. He is our biggest, baddest whale in the kingdom, the man of the hour, hosting. And look at that, he also has the title of Justice, so he'll be quicker and he will be a little bit meaner. And in just about a minute, we're gonna hit those ruins and hopefully make them ours. A couple side notes. Titles are important. If you can get general, that's even better. King would be top notch. That is the best buffs out of them all. But if nothing else, go ahead and get some justice. That'll help your overall scores and wounded be better for you. So we also, let's see, in a minute here we should see the final rally coming down. We have lots and lots and lots of friendly marches surrounding the structure, and yeah, we have 4 other marches, and all of them peacekeepers already in place. So there we go, just a few seconds left, and we're gonna see this baby fly with the Justice title straight into the Heiron of Steel. The buffs are good, the rewards are getting better. The more important these structures get, the better rewards you're gonna see come to pass. So right there, any minute Looks like we are waiting on somebody who wasn't quite there yet. Yep, look at that, top left, just about to get into his city, and then boom, there it goes. Mr. Edward of Woodstock making his way down. 20 more seconds. And should we simplify graphics or not? Sometimes I don't like to lose track of how many people are in a march, so I leave the expanded graphics just to keep an eye on that. So we're gonna see him hit 3, 2, 1, and boom. Let's see. Game gets a little bit laggy. The exchange rate is very, very decent. We are seeing right there those 100 speed ups, man. Those really add up. Already a little bit down. I forgot to look at the buffs on this particular set of neutral units, but we're doing almost twice as much damage as what we're taking, so I think we'll be just fine. And let's see, I'm not seeing anybody swarm, so people are following the rules. We're still scoring almost twice as much damage as we are receiving, and look at that, reinforcements are coming in. So it's looking good. At some point, of course, just because we get impatient or we want a little more action, you're gonna see the other marches being deployed. But seriously, this is a big deal. I'm gonna give you the eyebrow for this, okay? The eyebrow, the one eyebrow raise. That's one of my signatures in real life, so I'll give it to you now in the game or in YouTube. But do not swarm these structures. I will give you the eyebrow every time. You're not supposed to swarm structures of neutral units, because that AoE sometimes is just brutal. I'm not seeing AoE in this particular case, but I know, for example, the Zig is pretty bad about that. The temple in your home kingdom is also a really bad one to swarm, and sometimes by dying next to it you provide extra healing. So anyways, I didn't bring any other marches of archers into this, so I shouldn't really be swarming, but at the very end, why not? Boom, we get the victory before I even get to swarm this thing. So yay for nothing. So right there, let's send him a kiss on the way out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for letting us be part. Again, shout out to M8 for letting us document the taking of the Heiron of Steel, and I'm again probably butchering that name. I don't know who makes those names up at Lilith. So right there we see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reinforcements, only 11,000 severely wounded, a fair amount of slightly wounded, but those people don't really count. 3, 4, yeah, 5. And that did the trick, taking out. And let's look at the buffs. Only infantry was at a disadvantage, so you definitely don't want to attack with infantry. Cavalry not advisable, though I think Mina might do a decent enough job. But yeah, the way to go was archers. So if you are in KVK 1, you may consider Ethel being the head of this rally, specifically because she is a peacekeeper and she will do well with archers as well. But if I'm not mistaken, again, it's been a minute, slept since then, but a KVK 1, Mina Cao is the best way to go. We're looking at the skills and deals massive damage to the target, 3500. So rage debuff would be important if you're having a hard time. As far as any of these go, you definitely want to kill them as fast as possible, because past I think the 3000 seconds mark or something like that, you start dying like flies. So right there, here is our host Alliance M8, and we thank them so much. And Mr. Wu the guy who likes mustache ladies. It's an inside joke, I still don't get it, but hey, that's what the guy likes, that's what the guy gets. So we'll basically stop it right there. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any videos that you would like to see, leave me a comment and I will go through those and make you the video of your choice. And then yeah, more than happy to continue to produce content for you guys. We are documenting things in KVK. This is part of a series of videos that we're making about KVK structures that apply to KVK 1 and to KVK 3. We're gonna see how juicy that gets in a few months. But yeah, look at this guy, man. 234 million. That is just a massive amount of power. So thank you for watching. Shout out again to Kingdom 1426 for having us. And then, of course, our lead alliance, M8, for hosting all of these events. And remember, it's time for the tags. So I don't always play Rise of Kingdoms, but when I do it right here. And Alliance M8R, Kingdom 1426, Lost Kingdom 52. Stay thirsty, my friends.